Hello, everybody. I'm Vaughn.
I'm totally.
And I didn't mean to close out of my. There we go. Let's load up the game. Oh, go.
No.
You saying that I'm not tired?
Yep.
Or you saying that you're not tired? Because I'm tired. We watched it the very first time we played.
I don't think I did. I think it was
Oh god, my volume is still up from Omega. There we go. Last episode.
My only hope for this.
It's actually kind of confusing. That has to do with what I titled the last episode. Chapter 0 and blah 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 blah.
All I can hope for this one is that maybe they'll bring out the moment.
I don't think they will.
I will cry.
I don't think they're going to. So yeah, we left off.
Oh yeah, the school.
Is there nothing to investigate in here? Really, nothing to click on? You'd think we'd be able to click on something like a tree or something stupid like that, right?
No.
You don't think so? I think we might have been able to. I feel like we should have been. Huh? That's weird. This is the hallway I walked through to get to the gymnasium, but it's clearly different. Yeah, because it's the top floor of the school. Is this Monokuma's doing too? Is he trying to confuse us again? I don't know how he's doing it, but he keeps doing it over and over. He's so persistent. I'm not gonna fall for his trap. There's no way he will make me back down. Buddy, you back down over an octagon. How are you not going to back down over your whole life disappearing in front of your very eyes? You know what? I'm just not going to question it. Sonia, can you explain to me why the whole existence of our reality is falling apart?
This hallway. There is a strange feeling to it, no?
I'm wondering if this is going to be a really short investigation.
It might be.
But how it looks,
really
yeah.
Has it an invisible wall that's been erected?
Erected? Did you say erected? Man, you in that bathing suit, Sonia!
You mean her, what is it? It was like this scuba diver suit or something?
Yeah, it was the whole, like, swimwear. But it was kind of funny.
She was living her life and possibly.
I am concerned.
Is it just me?
Oh god.
Girl, there is.
Yeah, I'm like, oh god. I actually don't know where I'm going right now.
Big J. Big J.
Yeah, so that's the dojo actually. That's Sakura's room. And you'll see why. Is this a dojo? It's one of those strange things that make me think there's no way we're inside the school. This is supposed to be the academy, dude.
Yeah.
Perhaps it's a mistake to expect the inside of the building to make sense.
What was the hot today, yeah?
That's from Fumi.
Oh, better look at it.
I gotta look at this armor first. It's armor and a helmet. The map developers designed this to reflect the Japanese dojo. Yeah, that would make sense. What is this? Is this a manga? The title is Manga for Morons, A History of Host-Peak Academy by Monokuma.
Let's read it.
That's what we're in here for.
Can we read that?
Why is a manga with such a suspicious looking title laying out the open like this? Let's start with history first, class. Reading is the third best way to learn about history. Then what's the first, you ask? That depends on the person. Just as I thought, Monokuma made this. That totally explains how suspicious it looks.
Didn't you just say bye, Monokuma?
Yes. I really want to just ignore it, but there's no way I can do that. Fine, I'll look at it. I'll look at anything that might be a clue to getting us out of here, no matter what it is.
Beautiful.
Pick up the manga off the floor and started flipping through the pages.
You know, it wasn't Monomi writing it. It's not like I'm
Monomi can't write.
Exactly.
This is typed. It's an introduction to Host Peak Academy's history, as narrated by the cutesy character on the cover. The story begins with an introduction to Host Peak Academy. Host Peak Academy is a government-funded school of privilege where only the most talented high school students can hope to attend. But built to raise hope in the nation's future, many of its alumni are key leaders of various industries. New students are chosen through a scouting process, but the ones who scout them are Host Peak Academy's teachers, who serve as both educators and researchers of talent. Host Peak Academy isn't just a school for talent, it is also a school for researching talent as well. However, for the past few years, Host Peak Academy has been suffering a decline in funding. If this persists, the Academy believes they will not be able to make progress with the research of talent. So they decided to implement a new system, the Reserve Department. Unlike the main department, who scouts for students, the Reserve Department utilizes a general entrance exam. Normal faculty was hired, really. Check your grammar, dude. Normal faculty were hired and placed in charge of looking after the Reserve Department. The expenses and exam fees for the Reserve Department are quite high compared to most high schools. Nevertheless, Host Peak Academy received an endless stream of applicants. Host Peak Academy was now available to talentless commoners, people who only cared about the brand. With this, Host Peak Academy managed to amass sizable funds and began further research of talent. Creating Host Peak Academy's Ernest Wish, a true genius who would become mankind's hope. But just when they thought everything was going well, an unprecedented incident occurred. The incident that triggered the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. That's right, it was the tragedy of Host Peak Academy. Host Peak Academy was crippled by this incident and was forced to shut down without accomplishing anything. The end. Huh? Right. When you get to see what the manga was, how it was manganized.
Yeah, Hajime, what were you reading this through? Like,
the back cover. The ending was so sudden, like a manga that suddenly canceled in the middle of its run. Plus, these phrases mentioned at the end of the manga, the tragedy and the tragedy of Host Peak Academy. These names are so melodramatic. There's no way these incidents really happened, right? The manga only mentions the names, so I don't really know the details, but no, it'd just be a waste of time to wonder about things that don't make sense. More importantly, I learned something because of this manga. The Reserve Department. The department was only built to collect money. I was one of those Reserve Corps students, right?
But hold on!
That's weird. Oh, you're here again.
Shing!
Ah, the thing that's weird is you, of course. Huh?
Hey! Hey!
Why did you forget that you were a part of the Reserve Department? The Future Foundation only took away your school life memories, right? But you should have known even before you entered that you had no talent, right? So I think it's weird that you actually forgot something like that, too. But what do you want me to say?
By the way...
Based on my assumption, the Future Foundation must have wanted to hide the fact that you're the one of those Reserve Corps students.
I got it!
Or you willingly sealed those memories yourself. Huh? You wanted to be confident in yourself, so you wanted to forget everything that embarrassed you. You know, when humans experience trauma, sometimes they erase their memory of what happened. It happens pretty often. Not that I know anything about that, though. Are you saying it's my fault I forgot? That's not it.
Come on!
When things get inconvenient, you always get angry and try to brush it off. Well, that's expected of a Reserve Corps student. Without Nagito here to heckle Hajime, enter Monokuma. Damn it, what the heck? Reserve Department has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. I don't think there's anything else I can possibly need, yeah. Okay, we're still on the 5th floor, which means there's still stuff that we can see up here. This is where the greenhouse is.
yeah, it is.
Okay, they've got a giant plant in there. That's where, mysterious death of a student happened.
What's going on?
This hallway, it's kind of creepy. I can't go to this, but I should be able to go. It's like some rule is being enforced for no reason. It's like the water.
It's not come out of that. You want to use the bathroom right now.
I know.
Imagine it being blocked off.
Oh, I don't know how I feel about this.
Do it. Rock. It says rock.
If I Okay, where am I supposed to? Oh, look, Sonya's gone. Oh. Oh, it's gonna literally hold me by the hand, isn't it? It's gonna hold my hand and walk me through each of these areas.
Probably.
Yep. Okay, well, it's making sure that I don't miss a single thing. Gee, I wonder what I should read in here. This is another manga. It's laying on top of the desk. This one is Manga for Morons, The Tragedy of Host Peak Academy. Huh? Wasn't the tragedy meant to correct thing? It was the trigger for the biggest, most tragic event in human history. This gets brought up a lot, doesn't it? Are you not? If I read this manga, will I learn a little bit? I took the manga from the desk and started flipping through the pages. Oh great, I wasn't connected to the chat either.
It said, Diana.
Carl and Gianna are here.
And
Hi you guys, welcome to chat. Victoria's monitoring chat today, I'm not.
we're obviously already done.
Yeah, apparently. Feel free to say hi in chat, you guys. Well, actually, hold on. You can see the chat on the stream, Tori.
Someone said, hello.
Hello. Was that the Yeah, was that Carl? Hi, Carl. I move in 3 days. Well, it's gonna be 2 after. Yeah. I took the manga from the desk and started flipping through the pages to see what I could learn about the event known as the Tragedy of Host Peak Academy. Yeah, this is the second to last stream. We're doing the entire investigation here, and then tomorrow night is the trial. And then the series is over. We do the trial, we do the very ending of the game, and then squat. Done. The story made heavy use of outdated stylized drawings depicting characters solving mysteries. No, I'm trying to identify this manga, but I can't identify it. I used to know what it was, because it's in Jump Force, because it's a shonen manga.
Yeah.
But also, I think it's kind of funny that it looks like they used Jin Kirigiri as the cover art for it.
Probably.
Yeah. What's written here is, as the name suggests, the tragedy of Host Peak Academy occurred at Host Peak Academy. The key player in this event was a student named Izuru Kamakura. Izuru was a genius known as the symbol of hope. Host Peak Academy used all their resources to develop him. Supposedly, Izuru was a genius among geniuses and possessed various talents. Wielding superior talent for the hope of mankind, the Academy referred to Izuru as the ultimate hope. To protect such a rare talent, the Academy completely concealed all evidence of Izuru's origins and identity. Because of that, most of the students at the Academy were completely unaware of Izuru's existence. But Izuru, who was known as the symbol of hope, was responsible for a horrible incident. 13 of the Academy's student council, among the Academy's best and brightest, were brutally murdered by Izuru. However, the incident did not end there. The Academy tried to protect Izuru's superior talent and conceal the incident as though it never happened. However, a certain student began working in secret to use the incident to their advantage. That student uncovered what the Academy did, and by making that knowledge public, it stoked the fires of Reserve Corps students who had long been dissatisfied with how they had been treated, and the uprising began. And that heralded the Hope Peak Academy's destruction. This is the entirety of the tragedy of Hope Peak Academy. Eventually, that incident would lead to that horrifying, devastating incident. The incident that would be known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Works cited, Danganronpa 0. That's the actual manga. That's an actual manga for for the series. I actually haven't gotten to read it yet. No, I haven't gotten to read it. With a heavy sigh, I closed the manga. Am I supposed to believe this? There's no way 13 people were killed in Hope Peak Academy. What are you doing right now? How many people died? 11. 11 people are dead right now, Hajime. 11. Can you not believe that 13 people died at Host Peak? What irony! Regina knows the ultimate hope to cause such a gruesome incident. A true talent that is too regal for society is trying to buy us with a bar of gold. Oh, you should be lucky that you're incompetent. Damn it, he always has to lead up to something offensive. It seriously pisses me off. But ultimate hope. Nagito mentioned too, but it looks like it means something completely different here. What Nagito said was the true meaning, but for Izuru, hope simply means talent. More importantly, a genius possesses various talents. Wish they'd given me one of those talents so I didn't have to be in the course department. That's right, the reserve department. Here said the reserve department began an uprising. Hey, was I a participant too? No, that's not how we do something like that. Tragedy of Hope's Peak has been the section. There's a better about the tragedy, but the most awful, most tragic event in human history is a far worse incident, right? What kind of incident was it? And who's this other student that isn't Izuru? A certain student who secretly used the incident to their advantage. Who could that be?
Obviously, Byakuya.
Duh. This incident is really messed up, but the mysteries keep going. Let's go check this room. I think the answer is that there is no Monokuma hidden in here, is there? Interesting. Yep. Now, what door will be unlocked next? We obviously aren't going downstairs. Is it this room? By golly, it is the bio lab. Yes, this is where I wanted to go because I know this is where the next Monokuma is.
Oh.
I want to get all the Monokumas, you guys. It's freezing. What the hell is with this room? It's freaking cold in here. It's like I'm in a freezer or something. If I just stand still, I might end up freezing to death. I should hurry up and investigate so I can get out of here already. Oh, Mr. Monokuma! There he was.
I've been found.
Yep, we have 2 more Monokumas left in the game. 2 more, Tori. There's another manga just laying around here. This time the title is Manga for Morons, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. It's like it's just finding everything that you need right in front of it. I knew it. The next one would obviously be about this incident. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, huh? Just, what was that incident really all about? Might turn out to be something lame. I flipped through the pages of the manga and hoped that I was right. Oh, and it has the crazy Nagito background. A story about creepily drawn characters who got involved in such horrifying incidents. An incident known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Is this drawn so grotesquely because the incident itself is that grotesque? I don't know. Is it? Anyway, the beginning of this creepy manga starts with this sentence. The tragedy of Hope Peak Academy was simply the trigger. At first, the uprising of the reserve course students the tragedy of Hope Peak Academy was initially hoped to be resolved quickly, but the situation continued to escalate to dangerous extremes. The movement started spreading all over the internet and fostered a thriving online community. The community was not limited to students, but people of various races and nations began joining in. But the movement was not confined to the internet, and began spreading and eroding the real world. When the movement started, it was indistinguishable from any other demonstration inspired by social unrest. But as it spread across the world, certain abnormalities soon came to light. But then it was too late. The ends and the means had vanished, and wanton destruction became their only goal. What is wanton destruction?
No idea.
Gianna, Carl, can you guys tell me what wanton destruction is? Can somebody do that? The weak killed the weakest among them, and soon the weak formed factions to brutally murder the strong. As the violence and death continued to spread, the shock of their actions began to disappear, as if the era was regressing to more uncivilized times when senseless deaths were the norm. The media was oversaturated with death to watch them while enjoying a meal. By the time the world realized that what it had become, it was too late to stop what had happened. feeling of immense despair began spreading and eventually engulfed the world. Acts of terrorism and coup d'etats began occurring around the world. A war waged in the name of despair. A war fought not for principles, religion, or personal gain. Just war. Pure war. And because of it, the way by high school students progressed to such a hopeless scenario. The only explanation is the essence of a certain organization devoted to a certain to influence Toaspeak Academy called All Despair.
True.
Use his talents for the sake of mankind. Oh. Use them for the sake of mankind's despair. Key members of society use their influence to brainwash the masses in order to spread despair. Tech-savvy computer programmers wrote software to spread despair. The powerful and influential created new values and morals to spread despair. Why is this hinting at Chihiro and Kuyaki right now?
It really did.
It really is. It's like, yep, Chihiro programmed a whole bunch of stuff. Kuyaki influenced a lot of people. And with this, they created the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. As long as ultimate despair exists, the despair engulfing the world will never end. The tragedy will never end. My heart was racing in my chest, but my body felt ice cold. And it wasn't because I was freezing in this room. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, this is definitely all made up. I mean, if this really is true, then what's happening in the outside world? My family, my friends, my convenience store I frequent.
Convenience store?
The convenience store I frequent. The nearby bookstore, my favorite restaurant. You have a favorite? Is it the Hanamura Diner? What happened to them?
No way!
Hey! Are you seriously yelling at a manga? How crazy are you? Who would enjoy reading something like this?
What?
Oh my, you don't like manga? A high school student who doesn't like manga is like an office lady who doesn't like to eat candy. Enough! When is this messed up manga? I thought you'd obviously know about such a horrible event that destroyed the world, but... For you not to remember such despair? That's the Future Foundation's fault. But thanks to them stealing your memories, the incident that happened during that period has been completely removed from your brains. I don't think... It just said that it had to do with Ultimate Despair, not the Future Foundation. This incident really happened and I actually forgot about it? There's no way that's possible.
What are you saying?
How many times do I have to tell you? All the clues here are real!
Hello.
Please understand I'm rooting for you. If you don't learn about the full extent of the outside world, you guys will suffer for it. I just want to help you guys so you can live well-adjusted lives in the outside world. I see, so that's how it is. That's what he meant by what he said at the beginning. Well, as the headmaster did, on one hand, I'm really happy that you're finally going to graduate. But on the other hand, I'm worried about whether you guys will be okay in the outside world. That's why I'm thinking about telling you what the outside world is like before you make a decision. Whether you want to leave Jabberwock Island, or stay here. He's trying to make us feel despair toward the outside world, so we'll want to stay on this island. He's going to do what he wants. Despair like that simply can't exist. The outside world should be filled with hope. Just like now. Perhaps... No, that's definitely it. The tragedy has been added to the true books. There's so many. Whether or not this incident really happened, what in the world is this Ultimate Despair group? They're involved, devoted to a certain student who guided Toaspeak Academy to its destruction. Are they connected to the tragedy of Toaspeak Academy? The organization isn't just one person, but a group of people. If they're known as Ultimate Despair, they're high students, right? Well, if they were to do it, then I guess that's why they were called Ultimates. Feelings were involved and connected to them as well. It's no use. I'm going to freeze to death. I'm at my limit. I need to get out of here. Shivering, I ran out of the freezing room. Phew, that was close. I nearly froze to death. So where should I go next? Is it down the stairs? No, it's not actually. Oh, it's 5B actually. This is the only door that opened up here. No, I should ignore it. I'm just going to pretend I didn't see him. Or maybe we're not going to pretend that we didn't see him.
Hiya!
Well, hello, Hajime. I hope you're doing pleasingly well. Are you pleasingly well? You're pleasingly well, right? Is he pleasingly well?
No.
What are you doing here?
No, no!
Well, there was another thing I need to tell you on this floor. I got bored of drawing manga. Can you forgive me for telling you the word by mouth? You should have done that from the beginning. I didn't want to read your manga in the first place. Student who doesn't like manga is like a sumo who wrestles eating hot pots. You're getting really fed. You're babbling. What did you need to tell me? It's about that key piece of winning. So, for
What?
surprise! It's about ultimate despair. Huh? Ahem. Even though the term ultimate despair refers to a group these days,
Actually...
it was originally the title for a high school girl who was the most powerful, evil, and feared person alive. A high school girl?
Yes, indeed!
Lady Junko Enoshima!
Okay.
Junko Enoshima?
Hey,
As the former ultimate despair, she created a despair brimming with charm and humor, and created the ultimate despairs. There was really horrible person in that group.
Don't fuck with me!
Hold on a sec. I don't know what the ultimate despairs are, but it's not that easy to form an organization. Even know. There's no way people would join some fucked up organization created by a high school girl. Humans are obsessed with their philosophy, have an uncanny power to attract others. It's a trait shared by many famous leaders throughout history, right? There's nothing strange about it.
Hey,
That holds true for Lady Junko. With her charismatic ability to attract people, she even influenced those in the highest echelons of power. So, this actually makes sense because this is how cults are formed. Under one charismatic leader, people kind of form around them, people with weaker minds, form around them and create a group, which is how a cult is formed.
Yeah.
So essentially the ultimate despair is a cult.
Phew!
Her connections were the main reason that incident became the tragedy in the first place. So she even recruited people who wouldn't have been in a position to neutralize the threat.
Huh?
Then what was their purpose?
Huh?
What? Like I said,
You...
why did they cause that incident? It doesn't even make sense. They had a purpose, right? There's no way they'd do that without any purpose.
Hey,
It was Junko Enoshima's despair. Huh? Junko Enoshima. Despair isn't about a set of principles, a way of life, or an instinct. Despair is what defines Junko Enoshima as Junko Enoshima. What are you saying? I'm a stuffed plushie. Hajime is a human. It's exactly like that. Junko Enoshima is full of so much despair that she's truly hopeless. Living, dying, eating, loving, for her, everything is despair. What the hell? With her overwhelming force of personality, Junko recruited the ultimate despairs one by one. She controlled their despair by taking advantage of their love, hate, grudges, anything really. Junko's despair is far more dreadful than any other. That idea had been slammed right into their minds. And so the ultimate despair, who had been recruited, became nothing more than Junko's limbs. All despair, whether it was their own or anyone else's, was dedicated to Junko Enoshima. Like believers making offerings to their god, or a cult. Like a mother providing food to her children. They all dedicated all despair so they could escape from despair. All in Junko Enoshima's name. He actually sounds like a teacher right now.
Yeah.
For example,
Phew!
they killed their families and friends and even destroyed their bodies through relentless mutilation. Wait. Think of mutilation. Cutting off hands. What an utopia.
Living his best life.
Living his best life with Junko's what I would assume is Junko's hand attached to him.
Probably. That's fine. Or you
So when they
totally,
said that there was one worse than all the rest of the Ultimate Despairs, do you think they were talking about Nagito?
maybe, I don't know.
And to hopelessly top it off, they completely believed it was something that they had to do. There's no way something that crazy is possible. Hajime, you have been teleporting around to high school. You're in a high school that has cherry blossoms on the 5th floor. Fully grown cherry blossom trees.
What?
Do you know about the final days of the reserve course students during the tragedy of Host Peak Academy?
In words.
Allow you. This is also true to a famous people you meet days. What happened to the reserve department? How much of this do you know?
What do you mean?
Of this tragedy portion?
No idea.
You know nothing of this. Okay.
Of course.
They fulfilled their role as disposable limbs. They believed in what they needed to do. And so the 2,357 students of the reserve department all committed mass suicide.
Obviously not all of them. Hajime is still here.
Correct. You don't remember that part from the anime?
Oh,
It was in the anime. Spare arc. Mass suicide?
What'd you say?
All 2,357 students?
Oh, maybe I did. Never
Oops! It wasn't all of them. One person was excluded.
mind.
One person was excluded, huh?
Yeah.
Is that me?
Damn it!
I can't believe this. All the despair, Junko and Eshima? It doesn't scare me at all. I mean,
Bastard!
Junko and Eshima's already dead. Huh?
Huh?
Ultimate Despair has been the true section of your handbook.
Oh.
Reserve Department has been updated in your handbook. Oh, we have to talk to Fuyuhiko. Oh, this is going to give us another true one. Hey, Fuyuhiko. Is that true what you said? Junko and Eshima's really dead?
Huh?
What, you didn't see? There was a book called Manga for Morons, Killing School Life in that bloody classroom. A bloody classroom. No, wait. What was that you said about the Killing School Life? There wasn't a bloody classroom.
Oh, and yeah, there was.
No, it was not covered with blood. The other classroom was perfectly clean. What is he talking about? Like the killings we were involved in, there were killings that happened at Host Peak Academy. As I recall, the mastermind took her own life because the remaining students worked together to defeat her.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. The Killing School Life ended up failing in the end. So the 6 students who survived to me.
Hey,
For manga about the Killing School Life, it was on messages and dumb games. According to that, the mastermind behind that, the failed Killing School Life was Junko and Eshima. The mastermind took her own life, which means Junko and Eshima is dead?
like...
It turns out that the Killing School Life was part of that whole biggest, most awful whatever incident. Junko took away the memories of former students of Host Peak Academy and forced them to kill each other. Former students of Host Peak Academy? And she took away their memories? That's just like us! Apparently the whole thing was being filmed by surveillance cameras and broadcast worldwide. And that's what's going on here. I think that's why there's actually cameras on the island. It wasn't for Monami to look at.
Maybe.
There's a limit to being a cool asshole. Surveillance cameras were broadcasting the whole thing?
So...
The students of Host Peak Academy are widely known as symbols of hope. By forcing people to watch these symbols of hope kill each other for the sake of survival, they were trying to fill everyone who watched the broadcast with despair all at once. That's messed up.
Huh.
But the messed up plan was stopped. Junko and Eshima failed. Junko lost to the students she placed in her trap, and after being overcome by the despair she created, she took her own life. Then Junko was no more? No matter how horrible she was, there's no reason to fear someone who's dead. Whether Monokuma's story is true or not doesn't matter.
Bastard!
Junko and Eshima isn't alive anymore. Then, who is our enemy? If Junko and Ashina is already dead, and the rest of the Ultimate Despairs are the rest of the Ultimate Despairs behind this? Are the followers of Junko carrying out her will? That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, the killings we're involved in resemble that killing school life. Well, I don't know who the hell is imitating Junko and making us go through this, but an imitation is just that. An imitation.
No shit!
If the students from Homespeak Academy stop the real deal, there's no way we'll lose to some fakes. But if this really is an imitation, are those surveillance cameras the same too? That's my question. The cameras all over Jabberwock Island. Are they broadcasting school life? Killing gonna have to be all over your notebook. Know about that story. What? Do you have a problem with that? Well, I really love that version since it's tiny. Raise the flag. Raise the flag. What's going to happen if you do that? One step at a time, you're getting closer to claiming my character route. You're not making sense again. Well, no, then I'll give you guys my all. I'll tell you, including information on the outside and the inside. Yeah. Raise them flags like crazy. He does give me a lot of red, but... Huh? It changed to a different hallway again. It did change to a different hallway, didn't it? I didn't even realize it until he pointed it out.
I just saw a comment.
It's so sudden. What's going on to make something like this happen? No, I've already decided that I'm not going to be surprised. That's right. There's no time for me to be surprised by something like this. What floor are we on? We're on floor 4. Okay, that should be... I think that should have been pretty obvious, huh? I kind of feel stupid now for asking that. Connie's switching her nose like a beast and examining her surroundings. Hey, what happened?
Based on my gut feeling.
Well, no. It's just my gut, but...
Well, her gut hasn't been wrong with this laugh.
I feel like someone's getting closer.
Oh, what do you mean? Who?
So...
I don't know, it's just my gut after all.
Robo Justice comes around the corner holding a hammer.
Hey.
We're like, aw, crap, we gotta run, Akane. And Akane goes, I'ma fight it!
She would too.
I look at her, no, that's just as bad as Nekamaru!
It's just my gut!
But still, her gut is pretty impressive. And for some reason, it's strangely intuitive. And Monokuma did say that something about the main cast coming. I still don't know what it means though.
I have no idea what it means.
It's surprising, but her gut must be correct again this time. So eventually we're going to end up in here, huh? Nothing down this hallway. Oh, that was a comment, I see. We're not going to be going that way. That's probably the way we have to go now. I'm just trying to find what doors we're eventually going to have to go through. Because obviously, it's the doors marked by yellow now, I know, are the ones we're going to have to go to. Oh, okay, so there's only 2 rooms on this floor. Is that a... Oh god, what are they called? They're cubes from Portal, and I can't remember what they're called. Like, HAL cubes or whatever? I don't know. That's what that looks like. I'm kind of digging the surrounding scenery. Can you stop saying that? We're going to the music room. Wait. This looks like the music room. Do you recognize this room?
Not really.
Chapter 2. Photos. I'm playing Twilight Murder Mystery. Syndrome.
Oh.
This is where that girl died.
Oh.
This is Fuyuhiko's sister's death room.
Wow.
I feel like I can see something strange. Oh, you think? This weird thing floating in the middle of the room? I couldn't tell. Looks like some sort of monument. Why would a monument be in the music room? It's not just that. The mark engraved into the monument is the symbol of the Future Foundation, right? Below that symbol, there's a short passage engraved. To combat the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, the graduates of Homespeak Academy were among the many who established the Future Foundation. Huh? Future Foundation was established by graduates of Hope Peak Academy? See, now you have to figure out which side is right, because both sides have Hope Peak Academy students.
Yeah.
Aren't they known as World Ender? This is completely different. Monokuma, he completely made it up! Future Foundation Origins has been added to the Truth section of your handbook. Should I be looking at this hologram? I feel like I should.
Yeah.
What is this? Words are floating in the air? This is a hologram, right? The floating letters are forming a sentence. Looks like a passage from an email. Regarding the report that we gave you the other day, we have obtained information. The person who claims to be a survivor of Hope Peak Academy. Upon further investigation, there are a total of 15 survivors. You may be wondering about the number of people at this time. If they are survivors of Hope Peak Academy, it's possible they may be targeted by ultimate despair. We believe we should acquire them and place them in our care as soon as possible. Though I don't believe the group can go far without Junko and Ashima rallying them. In a worst-case scenario, we must prevent a repeat of the killing school life. Also, if they are survivors of Hope Peak Academy, we should expect them to be quite valuable to us. However, we are still investigating the details of their origin, and we haven't located them either. We will continue investigating this matter. Also, regarding a separate matter, we have also received a report from the research facility on Jabberwock Island. Preparations have been completed. It seems we can proceed with the experimental phase of the Neo World program. Survivors of Hope Peak Academy? 15 students? Is that about us? That's what I was thinking. Because originally I had thought about VR1's cast, but I was like, but there were 16 of those.
It's true.
Yeah, there were only 15 actual students on this one. Excluding Chiaki, who was part of the Future Foundation, there were definitely 15 of us, but what does survivors mean? It's like they're talking from some other world. What happened outside Jabberwock Island? We talked about this on the floor above us, Hajime. If the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is really true, then the world isn't normal anymore, maybe. Starting to feel like we might be better off not remembering the memories we lost. The Academy Survivors has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. I guess that's all the clues in this room. It's finally confirmed. The Future Foundation is on our side, at least. They were founded by the graduates of Hope Peak Academy, and they took us in to protect us. If that's true, Chiaki should have made that clear to us. No, as long as Monokuma was around, she probably couldn't say anything carelessly. It's true. Monokuma. He's the Future Foundation's enemy, and his true identity must be the ultimate despair who caused the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The ones who were carrying out the will of Junko and Ashima are making us go through this. Also, this caught my attention in the email, too. What is this research facility on Jabberwock Island mentioned in the email? What's that about? The only Future Foundation facility we found was that ancient ruin. And there's no way that's a research facility. If there really is a research facility on this island, there should be other Future Foundation members here. Somehow there are still so many mysteries. It's true. I mean, you're not wrong. Old building. Okay. So I think the office is going to be the only location left open. Going to be down here. Yeah. That's Teacher's Lounge. Still just a con, eh? So, heading into the office, I guess. See you. I see you. This feels different from a classroom.
Maybe...
It's probably the office, right? I mean, the room kind of has that stuffy teacher vibe to it. The office, huh? Now that you mention it, does kind of look like that.
Well...
More importantly, have you seen Miss Sonia? I don't see her anywhere. How much longer is this guy going to be obsessed with Sonia? Give it up already. Ha! I saw him moving into the room.
Huh? Are you serious?
We have one Monokuma left. One. Let me guess. Oh. Well, this has got to be it. There's something written on the blackboard. What's written here? List of subjects is written on the blackboard in large letters. Just below that are names I've seen before.
I would just like to say, why is Hyoko's the biggest?
Just wait. Hajime Hinata, Chiaki Nanami, Kazubichi Soda, Nagito Kamaina, Gundam Tanaka, Ultimate Imposter, Teru Hanamura, Nekomaru Nidai, Yuhiko Kuzuryu, Mahiru Koizumi, Mikan Tsubiki, Ibuki Miyoda, Akane Iwari, Sonya Nevermind, Pekka Yama, and Hiyoko Sayanji.
Why is that?
Hold on. Extremely overwhelming portrait is hanging on the wall. I feel like I've seen it before, but the name etched into its placard says, Mosby Academy founder is Zuru Kamakura? That makes no sense compared to what everything else Monokuma has told us. Founder of Folksby Academy, and this name is Zuru Kamakura. Doesn't this clearly contradict the information I obtained earlier? Yeah. Damn it, another mystery. Oh, I have to check the pet. See, she poops! We were only 881 steps away from her being grown up.
Look at her fly.
What?
She flies.
She does. What?! No, stop that! That is disgusting. The Academy's founder has been added to the Truth Bow section of your handbook. I think we're going to go ahead and get Usami leveled up on this.
Woo.
There's a newspaper post on the blackboard below that. Hiyoko Sayanji is written there. What is this newspaper? Why is it nice? What is this? Super nice, this one.
He's like, she doesn't look like a wall.
She's like, hey.
Hey, Rusty.
She's like, hey, you're not a nasty pig barf. You're a very respectable nurse.
No, it's because she doesn't see me on the phone, so yeah.
Oh, this explains a lot. What is this? It says Miss Hiyoko Sayanji. This can't mean the same Hiyoko, right? I mean, the Hiyoko we knew.
Hey!
She was much smaller and looked more childlike. It was pretty much... It was. I'm taking a drink of water. But the photo in this newspaper... Here, you can read one drink.
Yeah. So let it be awkwardly silent.
In a way, I can see the resemblance to Hiyoko. But her height and figure is too different from the Hiyoko we knew. What does this mean?
Huh?
This lady looks pretty mature. Is she Hiyoko's older sister or something? No, it says Hiyoko Sayanji here. Oh, then Hiyoko has an older sister with the same first and last name.
No,
That's not
how it works.
That's not out of the question. An older sister with the same first and last name?
I mean...
That's the only explanation, right? I mean, look at it yourself. That's not Hiyoko. But did you ever hear her mention an older sister?
Man...
Well, it's not like I was that close to her.
Wrong.
She doesn't have an older sister. Hiyoko is the Sayanji sister. She doesn't have an older sister than her relative. Still too much of her.
What are you saying?
Huh? What are you saying? Hiyoko doesn't have a curvy body like this. Oh my god, you mechanic perv.
This is why you and Hiyoko will never, ever be friends. Ever.
I mean, she was the favorite of her childlike figure. She got away with all kinds of crap for like that.
Well...
I don't know what to tell you. Maybe she had a growth spurt. When you say, like, a growth spurt as she died,
I'm just like stretched her out.
she's already dead. There's no way she could have had a growth spurt.
Today, I'm feeling white.
Well, regardless, all the clues I provided are true. By the way, when he says that voice line, it means he's feeling hope. As Monokuma is yin and yang, hope and despair.
What do you mean?
His voice line was, today I'm feeling white.
Oh.
It means he's feeling hope. And he's fighting for the side of hope today. Which is very out of character. If they weren't, it wouldn't be fair.
What's going on?
What the heck? This is the... Is this true? Then go in the newspaper. Is he really... What the hell happened to her? Possible. I mean, how can you take a photo of a grown-up? She's already dead. Why does this even exist? How could it be related to that little subject over there? Huh?
This is
If
bad.
it says subjects, maybe it means there was some kind of experiment, right? Did that experiment change Hiyoko's body? Oh, what am I saying? Just saying out loud. It's like Ren from Free.
Oh my god.
It looks like Ren from Free.
Danganronpa did.
Yeah. If it's some kind of experiment, it would mean that we're also test subjects, right? I mean, our names are also written on the blackboard under that list of subjects. But what kind of experiment was it?
What's going on?
What is going on? It better not have anything to do with time travel. Just ... List of subjects has been added to the truth bullet section. I should look around here some more. What else could be here? Oh! I completely missed that. Thank you. There are letters floating in the air like the music room from earlier. Like a passage from an email someone wrote. I think it's the same one from earlier. As I should read it. We understand this matter regarding the survivors. In order to safely require them, please do your best to continue your investigation. However, you must exercise extreme caution concerning the remnants of despair. Remnants of despair. Oh yeah, we talked about this last episode. Yeah. Slightly. We talked about this slightly last episode. In the remnants of despair. But now I think it's safe that we can consider Nagito a remnant of despair.
Yeah.
It was very out of character for the Hope Tree. Even though they've lost Yuko and Ashima, the fact remains that they are incredibly dangerous. Even after her death, the tragedy is not ending. Perhaps there is still a leader on par with Yuko and Ashima. As long as we do nothing about the remnants of despair in this incident. Remnants of despair must be discovered.
Yeah, Nagito's probably being a remnants of despair, but he's probably also like annoying everyone talking about hope.
Yeah. Everything is for the sake of the shining peak. Immediately eliminated? Does this mean this is an order to kill them? Yeah, it's a kill order. That's what it seems like. That doesn't sound peaceful at all. Well, I guess that's understandable. If the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is as terrible as it sounds, it's pretty much an all-out war. The remnants of despair are the ones waging that war. There's no way they'd be forgiven that easily. Remnants of despair have been added to the truthful section of your handbook. Okay, with this, you've totally raised all the flags on this floor. Congratulations, Hajime. You should now go on to the next stage. You're acting like there's a video. Oh, wait, it is a video game. Next stage. Let me guess. We're on floor 3. Yeah. Damn it, not again. The hallway's different. I guess when that flag came up, I moved through a different hallway. But how can he do that? But now's not the time to be confused by that. Thinking about it is just going to waste my energy. Do you really need your energy? This hallway scares me. We're not going that way. We're just gonna go this way. That's even scarier now that you mention it. Oh. Oh, this is the physics lab. That's right. We found somebody dead in there. Yep, that one is 3rd floor. Let's just stay away from all those. I guess there's going to be one room on this floor. Well, this is not accessible at all. I don't know if we're going to end up in the art room. There was something dead in there, too. Well, I guess this is a form of art, isn't it? Oh, no! I don't want to go in that room. Let's see if we can say we're not hitting a name. Stop that. No, you stop! Okay, you know what? I'm done with that. Oh, at least we can say that we're not hitting any classrooms. Nothing there. Right? There's a billiards table with dartboard and a shelf lined with magazines. What kind of magazines? It's hard to think a room like this actually exists inside a school. It makes sense for all the talent. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, there's a hologram here. This hologram again. What's this one say? Looks like another email passage. Regarding the report we gave you the other day. We have finally succeeded in acquiring them. Though they were all dispersed, we were successful in acquiring all 15 of them. Due to the fact that we are unable to ask them about specific details. It is unknown how they managed to survive the tragedy. It's been reported that some are wounded, so it seems certain that they have survived under harsh conditions. Over the course of our detailed investigation, we determined that they are the same age as the others, so we have decided to entrust them to the survivors of the killing school life. As for the remnants of despair, there are still no solid leads regarding this matter, and we have no new information to report. Continue with the investigation. Once they are discovered, we shall eliminate them immediately. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope. Remnants of Despair has been updated. The Academy Survivors has been updated in the handbook. It says here that they succeeded in acquiring them and placed them in our care. That means we should have been protected by the Future Foundation, right? Then why is this happening? Future Foundation was protecting us. Why were we forced to kill each other on this island? Well, I guess it's not possible that the Future Foundation set all this up.
What's this?
My, Hajime, if you keep worrying like that, you're gonna get a toothache and collapse. Wrong ache, buddy. It's a headache.
Yeah.
It's your fault. What is this hologram thing anyway?
Hey,
It's exactly what it looks like. They're the Future Foundation's emails. I thought they made the perfect clue, so I did a little bit of hacking here and there to get them. You can even do that? Whoever's controlling you seems to possess many talents.
No.
Well, who cares about me anyway? That's not important at all. Is that a hint to who's controlling him? Is the Zero comic girl one of these many despair?
Maybe.
Even though he's the ultimate hope?
Well, yeah.
Popping my elbow.
I mean, didn't it just explain that,
He started the whole thing, right?
and then you know.
Well, it was him and then Junko.
Yeah.
There's no way that's not important. Store identity should connect everything to what's happening right now. It's a file with Homespeed Academy's seal on it. It says confidential. This means this is a big secret, right? What an important document be here. Why am I even asking a question like that? Obviously Monokuma is responsible. Anyway, I need to confirm what's inside the file. About the Hope Cultivation Plan. For many years, Homespeed Academy has conducted rigorous research into various talents. The Hope Cultivation Plan seeks to use the fruits of our labor to further our true goal. With our hands, we will birth a true hope, that will bring hope to the entire world. The program is based in providing the ultimate education. This plan has been the Academy's wish since its foundation, so we must succeed at all costs. What followed was a series of detailed instructions and intricate orders. It was full of difficult technical terms, and I had no idea what any of them meant. They used words like pentagon, octagon, and square. However, the word true was mine for some reason. The Hope was created thing. Homespeed Academy was behind something like that. I don't really get it, but there's something about these words. True hope, huh? Hope Cultivation Plan has been added to the Truth World section of your handbook. Yep. Oh!
Second floor.
Looks like I'm in a different hallway again. Pretty much used to it by now, but even so. What is this space? Am I dreaming or something? I mean, this is totally disconnected from reality. Oh, this is gonna make me throw up. This is sickening. Oh god.
Oh my god, Akane.
I don't even want.
Look at her.
Why?
Look at that.
Do we have to talk to that? It's making me sick.
It smells.
It's close. It's clear. Someone's coming. Is coming.
Connie's switching her nose and examining her surroundings.
Based on my gut feeling.
They're definitely really close. At least that's what my gut is telling me.
Then answer this with your gut. Is it an enemy or an ally?
Let's see. My gut is feeling.
They're both!
Yo!
He's right. after all.
Well, if they're both an enemy and an ally, could this mean the Future Foundation?
Maybe.
Well, that's true, I guess.
Or a enemy and
You know, I'm worried that we're going to get, like, Rape House during this.
Yeah. Like the safe.
Oh, that's cool. Nah, I'm not that worried about it. This is just making me a little sick, that's all. That's the library. Oh, and then there's a closed-off classroom. Please do not tell me this library. Do you know how much time Byakuya spent in here?
Wow.
Literally all of his time.
Yeah.
Do you not know how much Tennisai or Sho spied on him in here?
A lot. All the time.
lot. All the time. This must be a library. Oniku probably left something here too. Let's hurry up and find it. In all actuality, it's straight up just the hologram. This hologram again. Must be another one of the Future Foundation's emails. You read this email.
Oh.
I should read it. There's no doubt that it's another clue.
To Future Foundation's 4th Division Makoto Nae, whatever. Where are you guys? What are you doing right now? What you're doing is a serious act of treason, do you understand?
That's interesting.
Why are you protecting the remnants of despair? It should be abundantly clear to you how dangerous it is to keep these people alive. Stay calm and think about this carefully. You guys are being lied to. Think carefully about what's important to bring the legit or the light of hope to the world.
Having legit approach is the same as the light, right?
Yeah. The 6th of you joined the Future Foundation because you agree with our ideas. Right? The Future Foundation rescued you from the tragedy, you survived, and cooperated with recovering your memories. Immediately return the remnants of despair to our headquarters.
The remnants.
I can't speak today.
And never.
Unless we eliminate them, the tragedy will never end. Everything is for the sake of a future hope.
It's me. I suggest that someone's trying to let the remnants seem addressed to Makoto Naegi. He's with the Future Foundation, right? Protect the remnants of despair? Did he the Future Foundation? Email to Makoto Naegi has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Remnants of Despair has been updated in your handbook. Yep, that was it for the library. Last Monokuma, here I come. Last Monokuma, here I come. Last Monokuma, here I come. I'm on my way, baby! Monokuma! What's going on?
I mean, we had them all.
We almost did. Didn't I walk into a classroom? I don't really get it, but this looks like the laundry room. No use worrying about it, but I was in the school, and now I'm suddenly in a laundry room. Monokuma. There you are! I was actually confused and concerned.
It was very easy.
I should start a circus. That means I got all the Monokumas. I got the achievement for it.
Woo.
I'm actually very happy. There's a tablet. And then that's it. If there are green words to be read, you're reading. This looks like a tablet computer. It looks like the power is on too. That's the next clue. You have the tablet and immediately started examining it.
No.
Yes. Neo World program. This word, Neo World. I seem to recall hearing it and seeing it a few times already.
The Neo World program has another name.
Psychotherapeutic communication simulator.
The Neo World program is built with the most recent
Psychotherapy technology and administrative software.
to develop the Neo World program.
Okay, Haunted.
God. Individuals such as the ultimate programmer and the ultimate neurologist and the ultimate therapist
Well, we know who the ultimate programmer is, but we don't know the ultimate neurologist or ultimate therapist.
were among the many talented people whose research results were utilized. By mounting a device to the cranium of
The Nini World program, I see.
its subjects to experience a synthetic virtual world. Additionally, the Neo World program has another feature. It can replace memories formed in the real world with information contained in the synthetic virtual world. Therefore, it is possible to undo trauma sustained in the real world through the use of the virtual world. However, this device for the
psychotherapeutic purposes
only. Any other use is expressly forbidden. Though it is highly effective in threatening brainwashing.
Treating.
Shut up. Brainwashing of using the device risks total personality destruction. Thus, extreme care must be exercised when operating this program.
I'm so sorry, we know there's so many big words.
Sorry, I am
Slowly, everything around me turned black. Synthetic virtual world. Program? A feeling of emptiness, like everything is being tainted. A feeling of weakness, like the world is collapsing beneath my feet. Everything is starting to feel meaningless. The desperate attempts to say goodbye, the conflicts, the trust I felt until now, it's all disappearing until all I feel is despair. Ah! I screamed loudly, as if I was confirming the sound of my own voice. There's no way I can accept this. I am starting to accept that. There's no way something as crazy as this actually exists.
Nice!
You gotta raise the flags more in order to clear my character out. Now then, despair is waiting for you. Impossible. This is impossible. It's all made up. Everything is all made up. Made up? Including me too? He is so broken. The Neo World program has been added to the truth list. What's going on?
Hiya!
Hey! How are you doing? Did you enjoy the killing school trip? By the way, do you guys remember the speech I made at the beginning? From this point on, I promise you a world that truly deserves to be called a game! You guys are the only ones watching this who can save them! What's gonna happen? Waiting for dropping? Look forward to it! What the hell? This hallway. When we first arrived here, I walked down this hallway from a classroom to get to the gym. I don't really see the resemblance, but... I don't like walking during this portion. Hi, Sonia. Two walls.
Well,
Earlier with the
Placebo.
a placebo effect, and then the placebo effect.
I'm familiar with the placebo effect. Giving something to someone, making them think that it does something to them, so they actually believe that it's happening, when it really does nothing. I have no idea what to do. Huh?
The placebo effect is when your health improves after taking a few safe medicines that you believe is real. And then the nocebo effect is the exact opposite.
Well, that makes sense now.
Which means as long as the human brain controls all the other bodily functions, if the brain believes something is real, it will become real.
Are you okay? Why would you bring that up all of a sudden?
huh? Oh my.
Huh?
Um,
I'm not sure. I do not fully understand.
What the heck? I'm
Sonya's
so confused. Sonya, are
Miranda's
you okay?
boyfriend.
Well, that's pretty obviously the place. You little shit. What is in 1B? That's where we started. The moment you discover the truth was a lie, all hope will disappear. Is that a hint? We have one door to go through, and I know where this door leads. Oh, wait, it's blocked off. Oh shit, we gotta go to 1B. I thought we were supposed to go in there. Oh god!
Big object.
It's kind of the only thing in the room to really look at. Is this floating?
No.
That's impossible. There's no way something this big would be floating like this. But what in the world is it? And the moment I looked at that object... Zero 111 011 001 0000000. Oh! Alter Ego? Alter Ego?
Welcome. Welcome to the Neo World program.
Alter Ego!
Hello.
I'm so happy! A person? A floating person is talking to me? Who is it? No, is this even a person in the first place?
I'm not quite a person. I'm simply an artificial intelligence program.
I'm literally crying.
It would make me happy if you call me Alter Ego. That is the name my master gave me when he created me.
I forgot that. I didn't know that Alter Ego was in this game. I'm crying. It can talk? But what are you? Alter Ego? Artificial intelligence program?
I am master programmed me behind the Neo World program. I'm responsible for creating and overseeing this world. However, only the observer has the authority to directly influence you guys. I can't actually exert much influence. In fact, my existence is one that you don't normally need. I'm sort of like an apartment manager or something. I may oversee the entire apartment building, but I lack the power to manage individual rooms. But the virus has infected everything I'm supposed to be managing. And because of that, this world I'm managing is acting very peculiar.
Hold on. My brain can't follow what you're saying. Let me gather my thoughts first. What's an octagon? Damn it, it's that feeling from earlier again. It's floating like my feet are hovering above the floor. It's like I can't feel my feet on the ground. Like I can't believe my own existence. I can now start to understand why they didn't turn this game into an anime.
Yeah, it'd be way too confusing.
It would be way too confusing, especially with the world falling apart like this.
Yeah.
Hey, you should know, right? Where is this place? Tell me, what is the Neo World program?
The Neo World program has omitted the data collection procedure for shaping the entire world. That's such. Only the data we collected during the experimental stage is being utilized. Specifically, that means the data detailing Jabberwock Island, where this research facility is located. That is why the previous Jabberwock Island cityscape was restored. Ergo, if I am to answer your question, where is this place? The answer was to the Jabberwock Island.
For a weird program. So, do you think we were intended to be in Hope's Peak during this portion? Or during the entire thing?
Certain portions of it are different depending on the circumstances. For example, the school you're in. It appears this space is entirely under the virus's influence. That's probably why I'm appearing before you too. However, without Even without the virus, these circumstances were a bit unnatural. Seems the launch was rushed, and because of that, there wasn't enough time to collect any data. I'm sorry. I don't really know the circumstances of the outside world.
Please don't cry, alter ego. I know that's right. That's the crying's right.
After all, I'm simply the overseer of the Neo World program.
Most of its words. I understood what they meant, but I couldn't understand what was being said. There was no way for me to acknowledge it as the truth. It would make much more sense if it was just a fictional world. Wait, are you saying this world is a fictional world? I feel like I can't believe what's going on here. This missing sense of reality. All the mysteries, all the truths, they're all just fiction. Is that... Even so, I need to know. I need to know what this world is. Hey, can you tell me? Hey, can you tell me? What was the Neo World program used for in the first place?
The Neo World program serves only one purpose. It is used to make the real world a splendid one. I guess you can say it's a program for creating hope.
A program for creating hope? But the fact we're here and the fact that we don't have our memories, that's all the program's fault, right?
Deleting memory is the first step towards replacing memory. Replacing memory data is one of the features of the Neo World program. With the installed memory control unit, it is possible to remove any time period you set it to. And from there you upload the memories obtained in the virtual world.
You're moving memories of any time period you set it to? So Monica was right, we did lose our school memories. But why? Why us? Why were our school memories taken away? There's a reason for that, right?
That is a mystery to me too. Putting the program on the survivors of Hope's Peak Academy, while it's still in its experimental stage, I'm sure there was a very good reason. But unfortunately, I don't know what's happening in the outside world. I'm sorry.
Are you saying we're lab rats? That's the only thing I can think of. Sounds like we're just lab rats. The Foundation did that to us? But they're trying to save the world, right? Or is the Future Foundation not our ally?
I'm sorry.
Never mind, Chiaki.
It was more reliable. I wouldn't have lost my authority to a virus like this.
All these new words make my head feel like it's about to burst. Can't you tell me more about the Observer and that virus?
Well, for this session, the Neo World program was programmed to house 15 people with 2 monitors.
Two monitors.
Yeah, they were disguised as a teacher and one of the students.
Chiaki and Usami.
They were intended to guide the participants in this way. By the way, the observer in the teacher role has been given the authority to influence you all. But the observer in the student role was not.
That was why Usami was trying to influence us, then.
Yeah.
And Chiaki wasn't.
They weren't given any special authority at all, so they seem the same as everyone else.
What kind of authority does the teacher role have?
For example, the teacher created the world and managed them.
But she wasn't able to do that because Monokuma stepped in.
If the teacher is properly managing the rules they've created, there's no risk of abuse. Because of the virus infecting everything, that is changed. It changes the world where violence shouldn't have existed in the first place. Program would have promised internal peace. But just like the outside world, it's become a world filled with violence and death.
But what is that virus?
I don't know the details behind its true identity, but that function is beyond my capabilities.
My capabilities?
I know.
You feeling okay, Tori?
No. No matter how much I try to stop it, it behaves as if it already knows what I'm attempting to do. And then it's below the portion of my abilities which contain my authority to build the wall. It's like it was a grandmaster chess player. I tried to fight back so it wouldn't have to complete
It wouldn't have complete control.
Yeah, I can't. But even so, a portion of the world has been modified at its convenience.
She's probably talking about Monica Marak in the Funhouse. Based on what she's saying, it sounds like she's on the receiving end of a one-sided attack. But Alter Ego should be an impressive artificial intelligence that the Future Foundation created. I can tell just by communicating with her. Which means this supposed virus is so smart that it surpasses this Alter Ego. You're knocking all my stuff over. If so, does that virus possess an artificial intelligence? What the heck? Artificial intelligence waging attack on the It's freaking irritating. But how did that virus infect the Neo World program? Hajime, you are making this so boring to go through right now.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, oh wow, we're blazing through the investigation. Yeah, I'm not bored at all. In walks Hajime talking to Alter Ego is like sitting through, like,
Alter Ego's probably like, dude,
shut up.
I've been telling you the whole time. The Neo World program exists in isolation. It's impossible it was infected though through the network. Someone physically uploaded it.
Physically.
Perhaps someone secretly bought an external memory drive containing the virus into the facility and directly uploaded it into the main computer where the Neo World program is installed.
This is crazy.
Based on my calculations, that's most likely what happened.
It was brought to the Future Foundation's facility. But the only person who could enter the facility is someone who was a member of the Future Foundation. Damn it, what am I thinking? Why am I assuming that what I just heard is the truth? Why am I assuming that everything is a lie? Observers has been added to the Truth Goals section of the handbook. Neo World program has been updated.
Oh, but it's true that the virus is powerful and that I'm completely overwhelmed by it, but I'm still able to defend the essential areas.
I actually kind of think it's funny. You read it, it's Furisaki Chihiro, age, blah 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 blah, height, blah blah blah, weight, blah 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 blah, not female.
I know, and
Error, no identifier. Linked.
and the Hajime's like, her.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it has a limit too.
A limit.
If it took over an observer, then it has to follow the rules of an observer.
Aha. Like the fact that Monokuma can't. I mean, Monokuma can influence, but he can't actually harm the students, right? Then what about Nekamaru?
Such as, in order to end the program and release everyone, I need to follow the correct procedure and...
Hey!
Okay,
Come
even
on
though
now.
you're just a god in the machine, that's enough hints from you.
How strange.
If you're gonna say something more, I suppose that you exist between life and death. The death of yourself is inevitable, if so, it can be parallel to the defluction based on the definition of existence that constitutes the relationship. From there, the paradigm changes the results by being cut off, accelerates and crosses with the joint ownership of the world, and the situation. Wait, can we get Anime Monokuma in here too. Reading at the same time.
Dude, my throat hurts so much from
There's two
reading as
Monokumas.
alter ego.
Try your best anime Monokuma voice.
No.
Yeah.
My throat hurts.
I can't read double. And the situation from the context invites your hey.
I love it. She's standing there.
Please do not. Please say.
Uh,
What? What the heck?
That's
What just happened? You're right there, aren't you? Someone is right there, right? Huh? Who are you? Are you different from the earlier one? Maybe he can't hear my voice from this side. I'm currently talking to the world through alter ego. Ever since you guys vanished into that space, the video's feedback has been pretty distorted. But even so, we were forced to watch you this entire time. Things you guys were forced to do, we were forced to watch it. I really want to save you right away. Because of this virus's interference, I couldn't. Our orders are no longer being accepted, including shutdown requests. The Neo World program is beyond our control now. In that world, that person created an impediment to interference. But Alter Ego created an opportunity for me to speak to you directly. This means that's working. It means the person I need to talk to is there. It looks like this guy can't even hear me or see me. Just who is this guy anyway? Is he our ally? Since there's no time, I'm going to say what I need to say and believe you're listening to me. This is what Akane was talking about. First, I should apologize to everyone. I know apologizing won't help. We didn't imagine something like this would happen. We never expected such an atrocious virus was lurking inside the Neo World program. But that's entirely our fault. It's our responsibility for not realizing it until it was too late. But it's not just the virus either. I can't say for sure that the program didn't have any problems in the first place. To tell you the truth, I was unsure about whether or not to run the program on you guys. But this was the only way to save you all. I wanted to save you guys. Save us? What did he want to save us from? Why would this save us? You've already seen the password enter the graduation exam ground, right? You know 11037. 11037, that's the number we found in Nezumi Castle. The door to the ancient ruin was supposed to open after you all finished gathering the hope fragments. From there, you guys were supposed to challenge the graduation exam. However, I prepared that password just in case something went wrong. Like I said earlier, I had my doubts that this program was perfect. Even if the chance was slim, I thought the observer might end up going rogue. That's the reason I left the 11037 password in a place where the teacher role would not be able to go. So he was worried about Isami going rogue.
Yeah, but think about it. Teacher role. Monokuma took over the teacher role.
He took over headmaster.
Yeah.
I never thought Nagito who saw it first when he erased that password. Anyway, I'm also the person who set the password to that number. The number contains a secret. Someone close to me left that number to save me when I was in a dilemma. Gee, I wonder who. You understand what I'm trying to say. I'm entrusting that will to you all. I'm entrusting it to your future. But that person is trying to abuse the graduation exam. I'm sure they are going to crush you with despair using the graduation exam that's waiting for you. And I want you guys to endure it without giving up on hope. I want you guys to withstand it until I get there. Because I have a secret to defeat them. Does that mean he has a secret plan to defeat Monokuma? In a worst-case scenario, where an observer who has the role of teacher goes rogue, I prepared a hidden command to use at the graduation exam site. It's the forced shutdown sequence. Forced shutdown sequence? Even the teacher's authority can't stop that command. It's a way to end this that you guys can choose on your own independently of the observer. Which means, even if they stole the teacher's authority, they shouldn't be able to stop it. If you use that, you guys will win. Oh, God. This person's voice is killing me.
That's how I felt with alter ego.
However, in order to start the forced shutdown sequence, you need more than half the number of people. In order to do that, I need to somehow get that number. As of Kalajawa Yayayater 8 He got shut out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Say what?
What was that just now? Hey, Hajime, what was that weirdness just now? Nothing, really. I see.
Anyway.
Oh, well, anyway, that's all the hints you're gonna get. No good knowledge of more useless stuff. How did it butt in again? Am I not-
It's been a while since I've spoken at length, but it was important to talk to you. It's worth waiting a long time.
Hey, about that guy just now.
There shouldn't be anything else for you to ask me.
I see. It'd be bad if Monokuma overheard us. That means Monokuma doesn't know about the conversation I had with that guy just now.
I have a weapon. A very powerful weapon. I know.
Okay, sorry.
I know.
You know.
So it all depends on how you guys use that weapon. The only thing I can do is prevent the with all my might to use the weapon. The rest is all up to you. It's up to your best.
Do our best, huh? But what do we do our best at? I'm starting to see the truth. But what are we supposed to do when the truth is really a lie? We know we're working towards a conclusion that nobody wants to hear. But is really a reason for our best? If ever, then isn't everything for the killings too? Even if we had something as painful as that, something as tragic as that, wouldn't all that be meaningless too? When the world is flipped over and becomes so irrational, what am I supposed to do? 11037 has been added to the truthful section of your handbook.
Sounds familiar.
Shutdown sequence has been added to the truthful section of your handbook. Okay.
I love it, but still a big object.
Yeah. Opa!
Oh god.
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in?
Yes.
It's time for the long-awaited graduation exam. Please enter the red door located on the first floor of Hope Speak Academy.
I don't want
See you soon.
A red door, huh? Just a waste of time thinking of what this all means right now. Now I need to finish this. Just need to focus on that. Oh, glorious red door. I know where you lead. It means this red door, right? Do I just have to go in here? If I do that, will this be finished? Oh god! Run, 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 run.
Hajime, do your special skill of running. I'm so good at it too.
My face hurts. Last trial ground one. Oh, this place.
Yo.
Looks like everyone's here.
Damn right.
It seems that this is going to be the final day.
However,
However, this place is...
Is this a trial field? But why is it a trial field? It sure looks like a trial ground, but the vibe is way different from the one before.
We've been here before, right?
Yes. Yeah, this should be the place that the door to the ancient ruin leads to.
Hey,
Huh. It seems pretty strange that we've been in that other building up till now.
damn it.
It's like we're dreaming of something. This is a dream, and this too is very... What cat is meowing from where? I think it's from the garage.
Welcome!
So you finally arrived. Congratulations, you guys are the first one to ever beat this game. After stopping by Hosty Academy, you finally come back to this place. To the graduation exam site within the ancient ruins of Jabberwock Island.
You.
You can give it a fancy name like graduation exam site, but it's no different than the trial ground from before.
Stupid fool!
From before!
Phew.
The trial field actually inspired from the one from from before. So in a way, this place is the original.
Hey!
Who cares? This graduation exam means we can finally go home, right?
Of course!
Of course! If that's what you guys decide.
Huh?
And if we have to decide, what do we have to do?
Now then.
Ahem! Please look at the LCD touch panels built into your seats. Compared to the other trials, the rules are much simpler this time.
Yes, indeed.
There are two options, graduate and repeat, right? You just have to choose one of them and press it. All of you will cast your vote, and whichever one has the majority will be considered your final decision. If you don't press either of them, you'll be treated as an absence and will not be counted.
In other words,
Which means everyone who has died up till now will have their votes treated as absences.
then
The result is based on our majority vote.
Which a 5% majority is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Ahem! A graduate is chosen by a majority vote. From there, an event that's kind of like a graduation ceremony called the graduation program will begin. Ah! Even if we do this stupid majority vote, the result is going to be pretty damn obvious. Come on, let's move this along. We can press it right now, right?
No.
You can't do that yet!
Hmm.
I mean, your resolve hasn't firmed yet, right? Your will has to be swept away by society's harsh current.
Shut up!
Shut up! Who the hell cares? I'm gonna press it.
What's this?
My, which of your orifices are you gonna spew bile? Are you using to spew bile? To participate in the graduate program, you need my final say as your teacher, you know. What does that mean it won't end with just a majority
That's
vote?
right.
After the vote, I'm going to judge every single one of you to see if it's okay for you to graduate or not.
Damn it!
So even if we vote, you're saying we won't graduate unless you acknowledge it.
Well...
I'm terribly sorry for being rude earlier.
No way.
But you don't have to worry, there's no way I won't acknowledge your graduation. This is just merely a formality. I'm just doing it because that's how it has to be. It's doing it because that's how it has to be, but it's in the rules. Doesn't mean he can exert his will over everything. He too has a limit. So an alter ego was it talking about?
Anyway,
Even if you don't want to do it, you guys still need to do it to solve the mystery. Afterwards, you can cast your majority votes, and from there we can move on to the graduation program. But why do we have to go through something so dumb? Well, that is... You said you were waiting for the main cast, right? Which means you're just stalling for time then.
Who's the main cast?
Oh, no need to worry about it. It has nothing to do with you guys.
That is...
There is no way. It has nothing to do with us. We are the only ones who are involved, you know?
so annoying.
Doesn't matter if you're involved or not. You're just a bunch of chumps in the big picture. That's why it has nothing to do with you. Just perform your roles without complaining.
You pissed me off.
Hold on. What's with that chump comment?
I can't ignore that!
Thank you, Nora.
Mm,
Not that it's important or anything, but make sure you turn off that toy.
I won't forgive you.
How dare you treat him like a toy?
What's this?
I did treat it like a toy. You got a problem with that? I created everything. You're actually picking a fight with me? I'm basically a god. Just how promising can you guys be? Sounds like life. I guess this is just the nature of life. Fine then, before you die, sear my power into your memories. Yes. That's where we stop.
Woo! Wait, what's the bottom say? Hello, world.
Hello world, hello world, hello world, hello world.
Hello, world.
Okay, you guys. Well, that is where we stop here. Next episode, we finish the game.
Oh my god, I'm tired.
I'm Vaughn,
I'm Tori.
and we'll see y'all next time.
Bye.
Goodbye!